Hi, this is Wendy Garrido from StresslessMom.com, and I wanted to record this video today because I received an email from Madeline in South Africa who had just gotten a request for her to go on a trip for business, and she has a toddler who is still nursing, and she was asking for my support about how to whether to take the position and make the trip, and if so, how she could handle that with her daughter. So it was kind of a spur of the moment thing, and I wasn't sure that Madeline, you and I were going to have time to connect. So I wanted to create this video because I realized what I have to say for you can help a lot of other people too. So the first thing I want you to look at is what's your gut say? Like, what do you feel like? Does it feel like it's really important and you want to make this trip, or do you feel like you're doing it more because you should? I know you mentioned that it would kind of create a stir amongst other coworkers if you didn't go, but it's creating a stir in your family if you do go. So it's either way. I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer to this decision, but either way, there's going to be a stir for somebody. And I think what's most important is for you to find that place of integrity within yourself so that you can feel okay about whichever stir you end up creating. Does that make sense? So then the other thing I wanted to let you know is that when I say there's no wrong answers, that's because kids are amazingly resilient, and people as human beings, we can recover from anything, we can heal from just about anything. And so you're not going to do her any long-term damage if you decide to go on this trip. It might be hard for her. It might be easier for her than you are guessing that it's going to be. But she's going to get over it, whatever your decision is. And the best way that you can help her do that is to explain to her what you're doing and why before it happens, right when it's going to happen, and after it happens. So there's a couple other strategies I use with my clients. Maybe you've heard about EFT tapping. That's a great one to use about your own stress and anxiety about the situation, and also to help her after the fact when you come back if she still seems upset or distant. The other thing I wanted to mention is you talked about, can I wean her in 4 days? Well, it doesn't have to be the end. If you are already at a place where you want to be weaning her, then this is a great opportunity to make that break. But just because you're going away for 4 days doesn't mean that when you come back, you can't continue nursing her if that feels right for you. So I just kind of also wanted to put that out there as another possibility. And let's see. What else did I want to say? I guess that really touches on the main part of it, that there is no wrong answer. The most important thing is to make a decision that's in alignment with your own truth, your own thoughts and feelings about the matter, to empower her and talk to her about why, and you can just use full sentences just like I'm doing with you right now, but say that I was invited to go on this trip and explain why you want to go, and maybe it's a good opportunity for you to get out and do something that you love to do, and let her know that you're worried about how it's going to impact her, but that if she's going to be staying with your partner or husband, that she'll be staying with him, and what's going to happen, and that she won't be able to nurse at night, but she will have a bottle, and that you're going to feel sad about it, and she might feel sad about it too, but you're going to be back together in 4 days, and it's going to be okay. So if you can explain that to her, she's going to get it, and that's going to make it so much easier, and you're both going to be able to feel so much better about it than if you just leave her. Because if you don't go to the time to explain that, then it's a child who feels abandoned, whether you come back in 4 days or not. But if you give her the intellectual understanding, and I know she's only 16 or 18 months, but I can tell you I've been doing this since my daughter was 7 months old, and by 16 or 18 months she clearly gets a lot of it. So to explain that. So I kind of start on my list of 1, 2, 3, and then I get a little sidetracked, but I think that's the main thing that I wanted to tell you. And If you, Madeline, want to talk more or want some more support in terms of how to get to a place where you feel comfortable and in integrity about what you're doing, then I'd be happy to talk about setting up a session or working together more, because I haven't even talked to you yet. But for you or anybody else watching this video, I hope this was helpful. And if you have any more thoughts, feelings, or questions, please feel free to shoot me an email or post on this video on the comments. And that's all I've got for you today. So I wish you a lovely day and good luck with everything. Parenting is freaking challenging and hard, and for everybody, and the fact that you're even thinking about all of the just conscious about the repercussions and putting a lot of thought into it means that you're being a thoughtful parent and you're doing the best you can just like everybody else, and that's all you need to do, because that really is good enough. Okay, so take care, and I hope you have a good trip, or you have a lovely 4 days at home with your daughter, whatever you decide. Okay, bye-bye.